grew up in a partial church family. My mom went to church. My dad typically stayed home. I was usually drugged to church. Wasn't my thing. Typically a church service would end in wait till you get home, so it wasn't a pleasant time for me. Around age 9, I went to the altar. It was a revival time. We typically called people brothers and sisters, so Brother Hughes actually came to the altar with me and actually gave me a little pencil, and it had John 3:16, and we went through that, and that kind of stuck with me throughout my childhood. But then around age 15, I decided that I was going to live my own dream and do things my way. So age 16, I left home and things got a little messy. Now my father had left when I was 11, so I never really had a father-son conversation, but I'm envisioning this must have been kind of like a father-son conversation. I'm laying in bed, and it's just a moment where, God is saying, you've ran from me this long. You can keep buying this. You can buy that. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your choice. But I love you. You make the choice. At that point, I knew he was meeting me exactly where I was, and it was my choice. I had chose at that point that I was going to give him the control. Around age 20, I had a motorcycle accident, and there was certainly a presence during the accident. It was, I ran into the back of a truck and in between two tractor and trailers, and it really was unharmed. From that point, it was coming to the realization that there must have been some purpose for me. So later, one evening, I was on the way home from work, and I guess maybe it took this, but there was an audible voice in the back of my vehicle that said, "You have to go to church." It was a little strange for me, a little shocker, but I didn't ask any questions. Strange then, it's strange now. Figure the best church to go to, Prince Street being the first, came in and just really felt the presence of God here, seemed to meet all my needs, and was invited to Sunday school, got really involved in Sunday school, and have been here ever since. So since giving him the control, I've certainly still had those struggles, but in all that, he continued to bless me. I have a wonderful wife, 2 beautiful daughters, and it's been good. He reminds me daily that he is in control. There's times where those bills come in, and you're wondering, how are we going to pay that? But he always provides. And he's always faithful, never fails. Once a quarter, we go to a Bethesda mission to hand things out to the homeless, and the whole thing is just totally in his control. There's times where I want to take some control back and go out and buy the things we need, but he always provides. My name's Darryl Mellott, and that's my story.